in the absence.
Former President Jacob Zuma making his first appearance since being jailed. He is currently in prison at the Escort Correctional Facility for defying the Constitutional Court order to appear before the Zondo Commission.
Mr. Zuma?
We're not able to contact him.
Yes, I'm around.
This time, he wants his arms steel case not to be heard virtually.
As we sit now, my lord, it cannot be denied that he is handicapped or his rights in terms of 35(3) are violated or limited, to put it mildly.
His legal team argued that Zuma's rights to a fair trial would be compromised if his fraud and corruption case was heard on a virtual platform. His lawyers have made an application in the Pietermaritzburg High Court to have the case postponed by 2 to 3 weeks.
The NPS opposition to this postponement is of grave concern for how this matter has always been dealt with. In the past, as I've said, there has been an attempt to mutually accommodate each other where postponements were necessary. Postponements has been granted by agreement between parties. And it's quite telling that when Mr. Zuma is incarcerated, that the state would insist that a plea that may result in his acquittal should in fact be debated in his absence, in his physical absence, outside the courtroom.
But the NPA wants proceedings to continue. The state argues that the trial has been going for a long time.
The accused has for more than 10 years taken every point in the book to avoid having his day in court. He desperately seeks to avoid answering the charges of corruption, fraud and money laundering made against him. He raises objections again and again. The objections raised today are objections which were raised and decided against him by the Supreme Court of Appeal in the spy tapes case and by the full bench in the stay of prosecution.
Meanwhile, if the ruling goes Zuma's way, then in his next court appearance, he would want State Advocate Billy Downer to recuse himself.